The rain fell in silver sheets, the kind that blurred the world into watercolor. On a lonely countryside road, a sleek black Mercedes sat motionless, its hazard lights blinking like desperate eyes in the fog. Inside, Isabella Hart, a woman known for her poise and wealth, slammed her palm on the steering wheel in frustration. Her designer heels were soaked from stepping out earlier, and her phone, worth more than most people's monthly salary, had no signal. "Perfect," she muttered. "Absolutely perfect." Just then, from the distant mist, came the faint creak of a wooden cart. A man, his shirt rolled up, his boots caked in mud, was guiding an old ox along the road. His name was Ethan, a poor farmer whose face carried years of sun and struggle. He noticed the stranded car and the woman pacing beside it. Without hesitation, he stopped. "You need help, ma'am?" he asked gently, his voice steady but humble. Isabella turned, slightly startled. Her eyes scanned his worn clothes, his calloused hands, the patched-up cart behind him. "I'm fine," she said coldly at first, her pride instinctively building a wall. But the rain grew heavier, and her car refused to start again. Ethan didn't argue. He simply took off his old brown jacket and held it out. "They'll catch a cold standing like that," he said softly. Something in his tone, a kind but not pitying, made her pause. Against every instinct of her city-hardened pride, she took the jacket. It smelled of earth and rain. "Thank you," she whispered, almost awkwardly. Ethan smiled and nodded, then knelt beside the Mercedes. Within minutes, his rough hands were under the hood, checking wires and listening to the hum of the engine like he could talk to machines through patience alone. "I'm not sure I can fix it here," he admitted, "but I can tow it to my farm. It's just a few miles down the road. You can dry off there until we figure it out." The idea of following a stranger, especially one so clearly poor, should have felt uncomfortable. But something in Ethan's eyes radiated trust. So Isabella nodded. He hitched a rope to his ox cart and, slowly but surely, began pulling her luxury car through the muddy road. The sight was almost poetic. A man with nothing helping a woman who had everything. When they reached his small farmhouse, Isabella was taken aback. The roof was patched with tin, the walls were worn, yet the place radiated warmth. A small fire crackled inside, and two little children rushed forward, eyes bright with curiosity. "Pa, who's she?" one of them asked shyly. Ethan smiled. "A friend in trouble," he said simply. He offered her tea made from herbs he grew himself, and his daughter handed her a towel with tiny, dirt-stained fingers. Isabella felt something stir inside her chest. She couldn't remember the last time anyone had treated her with such genuine kindness, without expecting anything in return. Hours passed as Ethan tinkered with her car under the dim glow of a lantern. Isabella found herself talking with his children, laughing at their innocent questions. She learned their mother had passed away 2 years earlier, leaving Ethan to raise them alone while working the farm day and night. He spoke little about his struggles, but his tired eyes told stories of sacrifice and perseverance. When the car finally started again, Isabella stood in the doorway, watching him wipe grease from his hands. "How much do I owe you?" she asked, pulling out her wallet. Ethan shook his head immediately. "Nothing, ma'am. You were just someone who needed help. That's all." For a long moment, she said nothing. In her world, everything had a price: time, attention, affection. Yet here was a man who had given freely, expecting nothing in return. "You have a good heart," she murmured. The next morning, when she drove away, she couldn't shake the image of that little farmhouse. The warmth, the laughter, the quiet dignity of a man who had every reason to give up but never did. A week later, Ethan received an unexpected letter in the mail. It was from Hart Enterprises, signed by Isabella herself. Inside was a simple note: "Greater than you taught me that wealth isn't what we own, it's what we give. Enclosed is a small token of gratitude for your kindness. Use it as you see fit." And folded within the note was a check large enough to change his family's life forever. But when reporters later asked Isabella why she did it, she smiled softly and said, "He gave me something money couldn't buy: humility. That day, I thought I was helping myself by paying him back. But really, he's the one who saved me." Months later, Ethan's small farm turned into a community project, funded by Isabella's company, where local farmers could learn, grow, and sell their produce directly. The once poor farmer became the symbol of honest work and hope, while the millionaire woman learned that compassion could bridge any divide between rich and poor. And sometimes, life's richest moments come when the engine breaks down and a stranger walks out of the rain with nothing but kindness in his heart. Message: true wealth isn't in money or status, it's in the kindness that changes another person's heart.